Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that one of our admin received, and the translation reads like this. Hello, how are you? Can you please post my own story? And I really do not care about personality when I am dating a guy. I don't care about red flags. All that I care about, if a guy can show me how much he has in his bank, like bank balance, if you cannot buy what I want, and if you cannot take me to places where I deserve to go, the short answer is no, sorry, you don't deserve me. Usually, if I hook up with a guy, I expect from 3,000 upwards. At least if you are someone that really wants me to show you like a good time, at least if you give me somewhere around 5, I can give it to you the way that you want, raw or condom. I don't care, because I use PrEP, so there is no way that I can catch if you have HIV. I have slept with men that are HIV positive, but I know that I am covered because I use PrEP. Sometimes I worry about STI, but like what my sister told me, my sister said, why worry about a disease that can be cured? You can get an STI, you go to the doctor, you get your antibiotics, you are cured. That is all. I wish that there was a vaccine for STI. I'll be the first in line to take that vaccine, because I really do not like raw. Imagine blowing a man whilst he is wearing a condom. Hey, it's not so nice. So I was once taken to a village, to Zim, and this village, I really do not remember the name anymore, but the guy told me that we were so close to the Mozambican border, but we slept at a hotel in a town just outside of Harare. And then at that point, that was when my blesser told me the real reason as to why he had begged me to go with him from my country, South Africa, to his country in Zim. And the blesser asked me if I was willing to share the same bed with him and the tortoise. I said, why not? I thought it was just a normal pet. But he said that this tortoise that he wanted to take out of his suitcase, it had a man's penis. I was like, oh my God, let me see it. He revealed it to me, and I saw that it had the hugest manhood that I had ever seen in my life, and it was already erect. And he said, are you able to please my tortoise? Then you and we won't sleep together if you are too tired. I charged him some money, and when he said that he was going to give me the money, I said, it is okay, we can do it, babe. So he was holding the tortoise whilst I was blowing the manhood of that tortoise. After it was done, he told me to bend over at the edge of the bed whilst he was holding the tortoise. As it was penetrating me, he was holding it in the air. It even rested on my buttocks. It felt so good, just like a real man, just a little bit scratches here and there, because it has those thick nails that are quite sharp. So this tortoise was the one that made him to be rich. He claimed that he came to South Africa when he was a nobody, and when he came, he started working as a zamazama. That is how he made money, by selling coal. When he made money, he moved out of that business, but some of his friends, they wanted him back because he was very good at it. When he returned, he was arrested and released, and then that was when he thought of a plan of getting his own tokoloshi. He killed his own father, because that tortoise, for it to start working, because they went into the forest and then they got a natural tortoise, but they wanted that tortoise to work. So the spirit of his father was needed, as well as the blood. And then that tortoise, they forced it to drink the blood and to eat a little bit of his father's flesh. He said his father died in the capital city of their country, at the mortuary, at the back of his dead body. That is where they cut some flesh, which they used to feed that tortoise. And then the tortoise started speaking with him. He even claimed that the tortoise just speaks like his father. So his father does not rest. The father protects him, even though he left that business of being a zamazama, and now he is legit, running a legit business, even though he has several partners, and he only comes here and there to see if things are running smoothly. Once married also to a South African woman, he told me that if I could sleep with a tortoise, maybe in the end I can become his wife. And I honestly believe that I'm still too young to get married, still want to enjoy life. Maybe when I am somewhere around 40, that is when I can think about getting married and having a child. There are people that have called me gold diggers. Usually, those women that I'll be dating, their husbands, they'll say that you are nothing but a gold digger, but I don't care, because I believe that love is strictly for broke people. When you are broke, that's when you think that true love does exist. Love does not exist. Sex is what matters. Can you be married to a man that cannot give you sex? No. I don't care about a lot of things. All that I care, if you can afford me. Like on that particular trip, the guy, I even saw that the guy is a ritualist, but I never even bothered to ask a lot of questions. So I am currently 24 years old. I do live in Johannesburg. I have dated a lot of men. I think on Tinder only, I have slept with more than 200 guys ever since I joined Tinder when I was only 22 years. And I have been dating a lot of these guys that have money. And I don't come from a family that have money. I will never struggle like the way that my mother used to do. And my mom, even though she was struggling, she taught me that a woman is supposed to look perfect at all the times. Your nails, your hair, your body. If you date a man that cannot do that, dump him. Why even worry when you can get 1,000 men out there? I'm still too young for marriage, even though there are a lot of boys, young boys, that think that at my age they can afford me. You will see a guy telling you that, hey, I am earning maybe 15K, you can be my wife. Like 15K, dude, that is the money that I can make 3 days if I sleep with a blesser, a ritual or not a ritual blesser. Hey, Brother Nash, let me ask you, when you say rituals are not okay, when you go to the shops, will they know that the money that you are using, it is real ritual money? They just think it is real money. When you deposit that money in your bank account, does it reflect and say that, warning, you have deposited ritual money? As long as there is no warning that pops up on my banking app, then it means that I am good to go. Unlike other women out there that are struggling, going to bed hungry, I'll never go to bed hungry because I know that my greatest asset that I have is my cookie. Like when I slept with that tortoise, I had never held US dollars in my life, and I was given 5,000 in cash, which he placed on the bed after I had slept with the tortoise of his. That was not the only thing that he had requested that I was supposed to do. We went to his village and then we went into the mountains, and he told me that his father was buried in a cave. That is the custom in their village. And when we went there, he took out a small bottle and he wiped me with that small bottle around my nipples as well as my belly button. And then we had sex whilst we were sitting on a rock inside that cave. He just pointed at a corner and he said that they drilled, I don't understand how they did it, but in the rock, that is where his father is buried, in that same cave. We slept in front of his father. And it was okay. I never saw any spirits. I never saw anything. Even here in Joburg, I once slept with another man who once gave me 50K, who was a foreign national, and he told me that his wife, he also gave me gifts straight from the boutique, and he said that the wife will never find out. Me confessing or telling my story, I will never repent. Even if I go to church, I would rather date the pastor and sleep with the pastor in front of the whole church rather than to repent. Repent for what? When we are here to enjoy life, you only live once. To other ladies out there who are hustlers, Facebook hustlers, TikTok hustlers, you know what I mean, Badu, as well as Tinder. If you are there, big up to you and keep on pushing your hustle. If you have kids that have forced you to hustle, be proud, sister. When you go out with a blesser to drink, be proud, because another woman out there is being beaten by her husband simply because she is Miss so-called what. Be proud, be happy. We only live once. Let me tell you something. Even if you sleep with a ritualist, if you die, you die. You do not die twice. Even if you do not sleep with a ritualist, you die. You die. There was this other woman who used to come and preach to me. She knew the lifestyle that I was living. A sorry Jehovah's Witness, always knocking on my door. She kept on saying, what about if you die? What if you die? Think about your soul and all the diseases that you can get by sleeping with countless men. Because she used to watch me. We were staying in the same complex. She was that judgmental Christian type, like most of them. That's the way they are, even though they want to do the same thing. So I said to her, do you know that I can have a disease even right now, a chronic disease, but I will outlive you? It was like a prophecy that I told her. That woman, she had an accident. She just went to the mall. So as she was coming back from the mall, there was another taxi that skipped the robot and crashed into her car. She passed away. When she thought that since I was sleeping with countless men, it was I who was going to die first. Where is she? She never enjoyed life, always carrying her magazines, always speaking with strangers, never enjoyed life like the way that I am. But as for me, even if I die today, I have slept with so many men. I know all shapes and sizes of penises, and I don't even care what you say about me. I have enjoyed life and I don't care. I just want to say to my fellow sisters, never let these sorry channels tell you that what you are doing is wrong. If you are dating several men, keep on dating them. That is your own employment that you have given yourself. God created you knowing that you have an asset that most men want. I'm not here to preach. I am only here to tell my story, and I feel like I am entitled to do that, as well as you have been victimizing those that perform rituals and those that want to enjoy the money that the ritualists have. So it is time for us, the victims, to rise up and say there is nothing wrong about it. Dear listeners, right there was a translation of a message that was forwarded to me by one of our admin. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.